In the cold, silent mountains of Tibet, where the thin air and vast landscape seem to stretch forever, there exists a mysterious tradition that spans both life and death. It is a tradition of the Delog, individuals, mostly women, who are believed to have temporarily died, traveled through the afterlife, and then returned to tell their stories. Their journeys are not just experiences of the body slipping into death but mystical odysseys that stretch into realms beyond the human grasp. These extraordinary returners from death carry with them visions of hells and heavens, of otherworldly beings, and of encounters with forces both terrifying and enlightening. The concept of Delog is both spiritual and shrouded in mystery. In Tibetan Buddhism, death is viewed not as an end but as a transition, a passage from one state of existence to another. The Delog are believed to have crossed this threshold, entering the bardo, the intermediate state between death and rebirth, where the soul is said to encounter various experiences, often dictated by one's karma and the purity of their consciousness. However, what sets the Delog apart from the many who cross into the afterlife without return is their ability to journey there temporarily, returning to the physical realm with stories, teachings, and a profound understanding of the nature of life and death. It is said that when a Delog dies, her soul leaves her body and travels to realms both beautiful and terrifying. She might visit the heavens, where enlightened beings radiate compassion and wisdom, or she might descend into the hells, where beings suffer for their actions in past lives. These realms are not mere myths or allegories. For the Delog, they are as real as the world they left behind. During their journey, they encounter the consequences of their past deeds and experience firsthand the suffering or joy that awaits in the afterlife. One of the most striking features of the Delog experience is the role of women in this mystical phenomenon. Although men have also been known to have temporary deaths, it is the stories of women, in particular, that have become enshrined in Tibetan religious culture. The most famous of these is the tale of Mashig Labdrin, a female mystic who was said to have died and returned from the afterlife, bringing with her profound teachings on compassion, the nature of the soul, and the importance of embracing death as part of life's cycle. Her journey through the realms, marked by encounters with demonic beings and compassionate gods, became a cornerstone of Tibetan spiritual thought. When a Delog returns from her journey, she does not come back empty-handed. The stories and visions she brings are not just personal experiences, they are often recorded and passed down through generations. In some cases, the accounts of these journeys become religious texts in their own right, treated with the same reverence as scriptures or sacred teachings. The returners speak of the lessons they learned during their sojourns in the afterlife, of the judgment they underwent, and of the profound understanding they gained about the nature of existence, impermanence, and the transformative power of compassion. Their words are not mere fantasies, they are considered precious insights into the ultimate nature of life, offering guidance on how to live in this world and prepare for what lies beyond. The Delog's return is often a moment of profound change, both for the individual and for those who hear her story. It is said that after these journeys, the Delog is often deeply transformed, her understanding of the world and her place within it becomes radically altered. The fear of death, which may have once haunted her, is replaced by a deep acceptance of the cycles of life and death. For those around her, the stories she tells become a source of spiritual guidance, offering wisdom about how to approach life's inevitable challenges and how to face death with equanimity. In Tibet, the legacy of the Delog is carried forward through a combination of oral traditions, sacred texts, and practices. Some monks and spiritual practitioners take part in rituals to help prepare for their own eventual death, hoping to undergo similar journeys to the afterlife and return with their own insights. Some may even seek out specific locations, remote caves, sacred mountains, and other isolated spots where the veil between life and death is thought to be thin, hoping to experience a death and return similar to the Delogs of ancient legend. The belief in Delogs invites us to reflect on the nature of death, not as an ultimate end, but as part of a greater cosmic cycle. The stories of those who have seen beyond the veil of this life suggest that there is more to existence than meets the eye. Whether these journeys are to be taken literally or metaphorically, the Delogs serve as a reminder of the profound mysteries of life and death. They teach us that while the body may die, the soul is eternal, continuing its journey through realms of both suffering and bliss. And in these sacred stories, we are given a glimpse of the paths we might one day walk ourselves, should we be fortunate enough to return with the wisdom they offer. Thus, the Delog is not just a story of spiritual journey but a testament to the Tibetan belief in the transformative power of death. It is a reminder that even in the face of the most frightening realms, there is wisdom to be gained, and perhaps even a deeper connection to the divine. The returners from death are not merely survivors, they are teachers, guardians, and guides on the path that we all must eventually walk, into the unknown and, ultimately, back to the source.